Welcome back. Tax season is just beginning, and there may be some changes you're not aware of.
Surprises, right? Yeah, Tiffany Williams and Eva Richardson from Quality Tax Service are here to tell us how the PATH Act will affect you, and it's good to see both of you. Thanks for coming in.
So what exactly is the PATH Act? What is this?
So the PATH Act is protecting Americans from tax hikes. So it was enacted back in December of 2015 by President Obama in order to protect taxpayers from identity theft, and it also gives them ways to claim up to $620 billion in tax reductions. With these tax reductions also come tax credits. So credits like the American Opportunity Credit have become available permanently.
Well, so the IRS, we understand, is operating on some sort of a delay this year as well?
Yes.
And why is that?
Yes, the IRS is on a delay this year. They will begin processing returns on January 23rd, but most Americans that are claiming the Earned Income Credit or the Child Tax Credit may experience a delay. That delay means that their returns will be processed as normal, but they won't be accepted until starting February 15th. So those people will also expect a delay in their tax checks. The IRS does advise everyone to process your returns as normal because that can also produce a delay in your checks if you delay the processing of your returns.
So you really just need to be aware of all of this.
Yes. And other people that are affected are people who hold ITINs. And that's for people an ITIN is a replacement for a social security number for people who are resident aliens versus being U.S. citizens.
Gotcha.
So if you have not filed a tax return at least once within the last 3 years, then you run the chance of losing your ITIN. And the same goes for your dependents. So if you haven't claimed them within the last 3 years, then they're going to lose theirs as well. So it's important to get with your tax professional to find out this kind of information.
Yes.
And it sounds to me like it's probably important to get with them quickly so that you can make sure that you don't have problems with it. What about ways to protect people against identity theft during the tax season?
Well, one of the biggest ways is just to know how the IRS communicates with you. The IRS will never communicate with you through phone calls, social media, or emails. They will always contact you directly through direct mail. So if you receive an email or anything that's asking for personal information, make sure to not respond to it, delete it, and things like that.
Yeah, so a lot of folks fall for that.
Yes, especially the phone calls.
And also, if you've been a victim of identity theft, you can go on irs.gov and request an IP PIN. And this is an identification number that you can use when you file your taxes. So if this PIN is not on your tax return, then the tax return can't be filed. So it protects you from people trying to file taxes under your name.
Quality Tax Service will be having a Super Saturday event January 28th. That's from 2 until 4. What will happen that day?
Well, that day we will basically just be helping people process their returns, help provide them with more information. We'll be giving away free food, live music, and also if you file with us on that day, you will walk out with $100 cash.
Oh, you're making filing your taxes fun.
Yes,
that's good. That's a great thing.
Well, they'll have a lot of questions to answer that day.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for coming in. We appreciate it very much.
Well, thank you for having us.